While releasing during the peak of indie horror, yet not being as popular as some of the other games I've covered that have released at the time, Granny is certainly an interesting game to tackle. This is a game that, at release, I was encapsulated by, yet it never really stuck with me unlike the other games I've covered. In this video, we're gonna go back in time and take a look at Granny 9 years later. Before we start this video off fully, I'd like to give a shout out to Mythic VR for suggesting this idea in the first place, and if you would like to see a game covered or for me to attempt a challenge, either leave a comment or join my Discord server and leave a suggestion there and I might turn it into a video. Without further ado, let's begin. Here we go, boys. Fresh out the shower. It is 2:30 in the morning. We are playing Granny. This is our next video. Let's get started. Starting off, let's take a look at the core gameplay of Granny. Granny is at its core a puzzle horror game, with a stalker enemy chasing you throughout as you attempt to escape her house. There are 3 methods of escaping her house, which to be honest, I was not aware of. These 3 methods being the front door, the car in the garage, and the spider cellar. Each of these methods takes quite a while to unlock, and you have 5 days to escape the house. And while that may seem like a large amount of time, it really can fly by quickly if you aren't careful. Items are scattered randomly throughout the house, for the most part, with only the spider cellar key being scripted from what I've seen. The house is divided into many sections, each with their own set of puzzles that help progress the game. And the puzzles scattered throughout aren't difficult per se, as interacting with a lock will display what type of key or item you need to use. There are options for counterplay as well, namely being the crossbow, shotgun, and pepper spray, which are hidden throughout the house, allowing the player to stun or disable Granny. Overall, the game is a very basic gameplay loop, in which you solve puzzles to further progress until you manage to escape through the method of your choice. Let's move on to what this game does well. Starting off, this game does many things well. The first one, and truly do hear me out when I say this, is how realistic this game can be. Now, I know this game surely isn't known for its realism, with its human-headed spiders, spooky daughter of Slenderman, reanimated corpse, and other giant spider, but truly do take a moment to listen. We've all tried sneaking around at night before, trying our best to not make noise as we hear the floorboards creak giving us away, or an item that we've dropped make noise. And this attention to detail is really cool in my eyes. The floorboards have the ability to creak, and the items you drop make noise that alert Granny to your location. Even the environment and how you interact with it can cause her to come to your location if you had accidentally pushed an item over. Another great thing about this game is the atmosphere. I'm sure you've noticed the heart rate monitor I've placed in the bottom right corner and how high it tends to get. This game does its ambience quite well, as I stayed on edge the entire time while playing this game, which doesn't happen super often. The music is something that should be added to the list of positives. The piano feels very eerie and creepy while giving you that feeling of always being watched. The game's puzzles are thankfully very straightforward, unlike a certain game which we've covered, with these puzzles not really requiring an insane amount of brain power to solve. Now, with that out the way, let's move on to what this game doesn't do well. While this game does a lot of things well in my opinion, there are some things this game could have done a lot better. Starting off, this game is a lot bigger than it was when I had played it 9 years ago. And while that isn't necessarily a bad thing, I think it does hinder this game quite a bit. The randomized items do add a sense of replayability, sure, which is a good thing, but it gets very annoying as some items that are necessary to solve multiple puzzles throughout the game are locked behind multiple other puzzles, sometimes simply just because the game decided it. This might have been a glitch as well, but Granny just wouldn't be stunned sometimes when I shot her with either the crossbow or with the shotgun. It would give that prompt saying that she was disabled for a minute 30, but she would just respawn almost immediately. Also thought the whole spider cellar was somewhat just unnecessary. That section just feels shoehorned in for the sake of some lore purpose, I guess, or just to add more to the game. And the original simplistic nature of the game felt enough in my opinion, and adding this bloats the entire experience by a huge margin. While recording this video, I did a secondary completion on practice, and the majority of the items that I needed to escape and 2/3 of each of the methods in the game were found in the spider cellar itself. You want to know how many items needed to escape from the cellar itself I found in the cellar? Not a single one. And this was a common theme throughout the multiple playthroughs I had done. I would find the items to escape through the cellar so much faster than if I had found the items to escape through the car or through the front door. And while they do require more items and steps, yeah, I shouldn't be finding all the items super early on into the game to escape from one of the 3 methods, which should take a while to escape from. It feels like these items were rated to show up more frequently simply to get more people to explore that section. And while yes, it was scary to start off, it got really annoying. The spider mom, yes, that's the actual name, just sort of does its own thing, and it doesn't chase you very fast, making it not a threat at all. The spider in the attic also sort of feels shoehorned in just to add another area to the game, just for the sake of, you know, adding things. Same with the area with the crow. While they do add more to the game, sure, it just drags drags it out by so much longer than it should last, and it really bloated the whole thing and left me with a sour taste in my mouth, since all these areas have a common problem being added just to make the game more difficult. And lastly, while the graphics aren't really the best, I can't really complain, and I'll give them a pass since the game was created by a solo developer, which is very cool. With that out the way, enjoy a montage of my completion run of Granny 9 years after its release. while certainly not one of my favorites, Granny was still an enjoyable experience for the most part. While it wasn't anything groundbreaking for the time, and certainly not now, I still think it holds up today as a game you'd pick up once every few months just to replay and enjoy. If I had to rate it, I would give this game a solid 7 out of 10. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below what you would like to see me cover next. If you would like to keep up with my uploads, make sure to join my Discord server linked below in the description to not miss an upload or stream. I hope to see you all in the next upload.